Oh, that's the statue with the sword. Sword. The treasured Crane Village heirloom, whose name means 7-branch sword. Aw, man, it's Crane Village bullshit. Okay. Less interested. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. It's not. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end, one merciless point. Oh, this is a cool effect. I like this. And when the silver cord, the fragile but not that fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed. Who the fuck is that? The illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. February 6th, 9:48 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Don't be my... This music belies the darkness that's coming. You know how I've got spiritual powers unlike you? Sure, you are a spirit medium after all. Wow, what a great recap and way to bring this back up. What a good case. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Oh, Cult. Winter special, spiritual location special. Oh, Pearls looks so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training where no one dies. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up on the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training. Do you have to pass a rickety bridge that hasn't been repaired in 5 years to get there? No, I definitely don't want to go. Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm gonna be nice and toasty at home. What the... What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. Wait a minute. What the fuck is that down there? What the fuck is this? What Star Wars alien creature is this? What the fuck?
I think she looks beautiful. She's doing the best she can, Seuss.
Whoa! Touched a nerve there.
This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl, it's... My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick, well, I think we can solve this with a phone call, Nick. I'll go- No, just pick up the phone! Huh? Hazakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Hurley? When's the magazine dated? Yes, oh, thank you, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? No. Where are we going? Oh, that looks good. Holy shit. They pulled out the stops for this background. Holy shit. Well, well, well. Okay, she looks better in the sprite, and she looked really weird in the. Assume it's the same person. She looked really weird in the magazine thing. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name is Bikini. Really? Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? Can my temple name be P Nix, please? So hold on, they're not the only spirit mediums in the world. There's other spirit medium families. Do they have different powers and shit? Like I would like. I thought the Curian family were unique. It's fine that they're not. That's the impression I got. I would like to know like more about this world. I don't actually. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh my, you don't even know that. Forgive him, sister, freaking. Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. Channeling Dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you train an entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. Most of them are cheese. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you. Ha 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 ha! Wow, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. Nick, like Maya turns into. You see your dead mentor on the regular. What was the game we played where they established like supernatural stuff, and then the character still just staunchly refused to believe in anything else and was still a skeptic, and I got really mad. That doesn't narrow it down, does it? It doesn't narrow it down at all. Sister, about this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah, unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. Wahaha, ho ho ho. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? Sorry to cut in, but this Iris, where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Ex-girlfriend, glare. No, that's not what I had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. If this is twin bullshit, inner temple, yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Waha. So she's in the inner temple, huh? I'm a lawyer. Heavenly Hall. Alright, this isn't the same area, right? Oh, it is! Dusky Bridge! What? Now they fixed it? Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read it again, Maya. It says, Dusky Bridge. Wish I could read, Nick. February 7, Hezekura Temple, main hall. The main hall, I think it's even colder in here. Achoo. Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. I thought they would have served something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Eat your burgers, Apollo. Ha ha ha, what a cute little acolyte. Greetings to all of you. You're Miss Elise Duxnim. Okay, good. I was gonna say it's Maya's mother. Okay. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Zavari, a fortune teller. I've got all your books, Miss. Oh, I can't say this name. Dunim? Something silent. Deoxnim. Oxnim. Miss Nim. Mario? So who's gonna get fucking invaded by a spirit and kill someone and they're gonna still be found guilty for it this time? There are straw zabuton cushions arranged around a hibachi brazier. I haven't seen a layout like this since I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze to death. This is California, by the way. Alright. I'm a lawyer. I'm sorry I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright, I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Aww. Recently, I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself the Thinker. Loris Diaxnim. I believe he's off doing landscape sketches now. On Loris's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise, anything for you. And then it's fucking good though. Aha ha. He's just there. He's still wearing the mask. He's got robes on, and he's like, I don't know you. What are you talking about? Why did you go to the Kurt Temple? Well, you have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? No, yes, I want to help with whatever I can. Pearl looks like she just won the lottery. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it will be of help to you. Okay, so when we did it earlier, it was just zoomed in on this area. Okay. So they drove past Hazakura Temple to park here, and the bridge was out to the inner temple. And so for 5 years, they didn't have access to the inner temple? That's weird. Okay, it's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? The inner temple. There it is, on the other side of the bridge. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm and keep moving. Okay, why would she come back here? Like, how did she get out of prison? They're spirit mediums, right? Did she die and she's just like claimed a body here and she's just like impersonating someone who has that power and she's just never letting them go and she's just become that person? Or like with the diamond that they lost and that's what she's here looking for it? Or like what the fuck is going on? Alright, I'm really interested. Come on, Nick, let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. And what was with the weird like rejection of Maya there? Oh, you're gonna cross the bridge, Nick? Oh, he just did it. Okay, cool. Just cross, forehead. I don't care how much you pay me. I don't want to cross that bridge again. You're gonna have to get back, Nick. No worries, Nick. No one is offering you any money. That's because no reasonable person would call that pile of popsicle sticks a bridge. That's a good line. The latter half of it was nothing more than a few planks of wood and some string. Hey, if we want to get back, we've got no choice but to cross it again, you know? Maybe I'll just stay. I've always dreamed of living in a little shack in the woods. Me too. Wow, you really are scared, aren't you? That's the dream. Yeah, alright. Training hall. What? Why would they ever need to bar this? What are they afraid's getting out? Why do they have a prison cell in the mines for every 7 inner temple training hall? Part of your training is to go into this jail cell and we lock you in until you've gotten strong enough to get out. Good luck. The vampires live in there? Here we go. Excuse me, but who are you? Hair's a different color. Ah, you're... Hi there. And doesn't the hair doesn't change color when someone gets possessed, right? My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Okay, it's a good thing that she took a picture without the cowl on, because like with the cowl on, it's like, you know, hard to tell that it could be Dahlia. Oh, please excuse me. I have some chores to attend to. She sure is beautiful and a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Sophisticates? Nick, that girl. It can't be, but... Alright. Time to call and see if Dahlia's still in prison, Nick. A hanging scroll. Shit. What is it? Why did you scream like that? The scroll. It's my mother. It's Misty Fey, the master of the Crane School of Channeling. Alright, so this isn't the mother? Okay, I thought it was going to be a stretch, but it's this game. Like just all of a sudden, here's this older spirit medium lady, you know, and Maya hasn't seen her in a long time. And also, and then when she was like, no, I don't want you to help cooking, but Pearls can, I was like, oh, okay, but I guess not, because she would have recognized her. It's Misty Faye, the master of the Crane School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes. That crest at the top of the scroll. That's the special mark of the master of our tradition. So what's the mark? So that's what the mark means. Alright. Bullshit's off the menu. What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. Bullshit's back on the menu! My own mother. And I can't even recognize her face. Back on the menu, Maya. Hanging scroll added to the court record. Shows Misty Faye master the crane technique. Phew, we managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you, wait up. You think he's yelling at us? He must be. There's no one else around. Hey, pal. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Oh, Laurice's full name for Larry. Oh, I hope that he's the victim. Hey, I know you. You're... Whoa, sorry, gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Laurice Nim. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Shut up. I'm Laurice. I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. Damn. There's only like 20 people that exist in this world, huh? So what are you doing with the last name Diaxnim? Well, I wanted to start over again with a clean slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time? The mask case. After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it. The Thinker, the Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny? Do you mean The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise Nim? It's so beautiful. Oh, he's got a head tilt one now, too. He's learned. So moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of The Magic Bottle. Wow, Larry would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. Damn, can't wait for you to read it and be like, oh my god, this is a message from my mom. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. What? The Magic Bottle. Wow, that's a beautiful photo. You want a copy, don't you? It's okay. I just happen to have made an extra prints. Taken by her only pupil, Laurice Nim. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator, so tell the truth, you must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. But Larry, Elise is a woman. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about technical skill, you know, it's also about having a pure heart. And that's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Sorry, I heard a thump. I want to make sure everyone's okay. No one's crying. We're good. Now that you mention it, I wonder. It looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. But when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, and something else began. Oh, Larry, it sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Lisa Denaxum. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Is it her? Woo, yeah, her. My little Iris. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I'd eat glass for her. I'd eat her glass. I'm a glass eater. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Everyone. Hey, Pearly. Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. All right, I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training. All right, are we going to let her walk across the spiritual by herself? Yep. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you sure it's right to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Ha ha ha. No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm still worried about you. Well, let's not dilly-dally shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. I'm the judge, apparently. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. What possible justification is she gonna have for, like, yeah, I just didn't want to be your mom for 15 years. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for lights out, alright? February 7, 9:12 p.m. Hezekura Temple, main hall. Ugh, it's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Arg, why couldn't the nearest bathroom be just a little closer to my room? Mr. Wright? Yeah. Oh, Miss Maxim. Are you going to use the bathroom too? No. But have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Oh, Pearl's fucking dead. Oh. Ah, Sister Iris. Good evening. The really mysterious one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her and maybe get some answers. I'm a lawyer. She kind of looks like Mia a bit. Huh, wonder why that would be. Your sister Iris, right? Yes. So, when did you come to Hezekura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I've come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. I see, but didn't you go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? Phoenix, like, if it's her, she knows who you are. What kind of, like, master of deception horse shit? God damn it, Phoenix. No, I never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and a cell phone, too. That's not exactly something worth bragging about, but I don't see any psyche locks, so I guess that means she's not lying. Nah, that's not how it works. This big thing cancels all smaller Magatamas. I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10 now, huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. Do you want me to wear it? But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Couldn't think of it. Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. Aw, man, we're in! Iris's hood received from Iris. Wait a minute, Sister Iris. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said, Mr. Wright. How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. Sorry, I was raging at how dumb it is. Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I, have we ever met before? Whoa. Iris. Oh, it's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again tomorrow. So my hunch was correct. She does know me. I'll have to try to talk with her again tomorrow. Still not calling the prison, by the way. Still not calling our law contacts and be like, hey, That girl, is she just calling, just wondering, not a big deal, you know, just whenever you get around to it. Hey, can you go check if she's still in prison? Just you know, I'm just curious, you know, just want to know, like, yeah, is she still? What the? That blood-curdling scream came from the courtyard. February 7, 11:06 p.m. Hazakura Temple Courtyard. That scream, I'm sure it came from around here. Someone's there on the ground. Mr. Maxim! Squish, squish! I just stepped on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. What are you doing lying there in the snow? I was passed out, what do you think? So that blood-curdling scream was you? Forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Wow, someone died a lot sooner than I was expecting. Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, we still get reception up here in the mountains. Why do you bring back their mother just to kill her off? I mean, like, it could be her mother. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it. Oh, you're useless. Wait. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We've got no choice. We'll have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Run as fast as you can so I can do some shit to the crime scene while you're gone. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will. Junko and Nishima is... Okay, this is escalating real fast. Alright, I like this. Holy shit. What are you doing here? Why are you burning down a bridge? Huh? What is it? Is it me? I just really wanted to paint a bridge that was on fire. Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's Larice. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. No, you're not. No, you're not. What do you do to the bridge, Larry? It's called fire, and it's art. I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Crack. Nick. Weakened even more by the fire, the rickety old bridge's planks snapped and gave way, and as I was swallowed by the eternal darkness that surrounded me, a final, terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. To be continued. Oh man, Nick's fucking dead. Ring, ring. Who could that be at that time of night? Yes. Chadworth speaking. It's Chadworth! Edgy, get up. It's an emergency. Huh? Larry, do you know what time it is? It's not Larry. It's Larice. Larice and Axum. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over it. Wait a minute! Those are thoughts! Wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's... Wait! It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyway, playable Yusuke? We get to be Yusuke? Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one who can help. Wait, but you could call anyone and you called Chadworth? Good call. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Naxnam. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. He's always a fucking dumbass. Why would he try to cross that bridge? The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. And here I was, convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. This is the first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other, he couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you. Iris's trial starts tomorrow. Oh, do we do the trials, Chadworth? Do we? Oh my god, I hope so. Oh, fucking I hope so. With Nick out of the picture, you've all I've got left. Your Honor, I was a prosecutor, but now I'm going to be a defense attorney. It's basically the same thing. Yeah, but good point. All right, I'll allow it as long as the prosecutor doesn't have any problems. All right then, man. I don't really like this. Denied. Chadworth, continue. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem filling an entire court before. That's true. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. Chatty. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Yeah, they're just transferable. Oh shit, I recognize you. What the fuck are you doing here? Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Are you sure? Chadworth. Oh, come on, Chadworth! I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. You look familiar, by the way. You'd remember your first case. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lurie said that he might even die. I can't lie to you. It's touch and go. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron. How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Thank goodness. No one dies from falling off that bridge. You should know, but he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. There we go. Alright, good. I just need to be patient. I'm a lawyer. Is that an attorney's badge? Yes, this belongs to Wright. Really? It doesn't have his name on it though, so now that I have it, I'm an attorney. That's how it works. And if you get a gavel, you're a judge. That's why he never lets go of it. I'm actually a prosecutor. Oh, then why do you have a defense attorney's badge pinned on your label? That's actually how he became the judge. He just walked in and he just took it. It's like that movie, The Santa Claus. Whoever has the gavel is the judge. I'm a judge now. Never gonna let it go. Here we go. I'm a judge. I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime. Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner and then went back to my room about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then? How quaint. And then? I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. What exactly were you so frightened of? I was frightened of how attracted I am to Phoenix Wright. His hair, so spiky. What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. These must be what Wright was talking about. The psycho locks. I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. No wonder he was such a good defense attorney and I lost him all this time. He had magical bullshit powers on his side. This is horseshit. I'm gonna go back to all these lessons that I've learned with him. I'm going back on them now. They're undone. I'm going back to being the old, evil, mean Chadworth. He cheated. It's horseshit. So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power. Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power, even though I just witnessed psycho-locks appear in the air, floating in front of me, and she couldn't see them. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Nim? No. I'm not the one who took her life. There's no psycho locks, so she must be telling the truth. Those psycho lock things are... The statue killed her. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying. Heh. What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual Oh, damn! Oh, well done, game. God damn. It appears that's about all you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Chadworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Okay, Wright can't defend her because he got bruised from falling off a 40-foot bridge? Like, come on. Von Karma got shot, and she managed to get back to the courtroom. Come on. She ran in with her Snickers. Like, come on, Phoenix. Oh, is Phoenix hurt from his little 40-foot drop? Oh. Do you know Wright? Why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Chadworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He is a very dear and indispensable friend. Oh man, holy shit! It was 5 years ago. We're in. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him. I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. So it is Dahlia, or was there just an unrelated girl that looked exactly like Dahlia that interacted with Phoenix and hurt him and he doesn't remember? I really hope that Dahlia died and her spirit has been possessing whoever this is this whole time. Because that would be really interesting to me. If it actually is Dahlia repenting. But I don't know if Dahlia has repentance in her. She's like crazy, right? That's enough for information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Okay, can we get through this psycho lock? Last night was, what about last night? I'm gonna guess no. Or, oh, nothing, it's rather silly. So there was something special about last night, Let's try, because she has like a bigger psycho lock, right? Take that! Oh, man! I was frightened. Oh, we can make Gumshoe our bitch, because he loves Chadworth. Yes, I swear, I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? Phoenix. Phoenix. Perhaps this is what you were afraid of. Well, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Huh? Why was your voice trembling like that? It's just that your eyes are scaring me. Yeah, he does have scary eyes when he gets excited. That's true. February 8th, Dusky Bridge. It sure is cold, all right. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Is Maya still across there? Where's Maya? Did they mention it? Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Chadworth. Yeah! Ugh, Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year. Has it been longer? Can I get you anything, pal? Anything, sir? You're not my pal, you're my sir. Is there anything I can get you? Some food? A foot rub? Anything at all? Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for booty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot? Who the fuck is Prosecutor Godot? Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of these anymore. That's true. Since you've got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure, why not? Oh, darn it, I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. There's a gift shop down the street. What's so special about public phones, and why is he so fascinated by them? Oh, we didn't talk to him! So this is the bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless, if you ask me. Did you get the camera? I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Do you think anyone else has ever survived a fall from this bridge? I don't know. I've never heard of this bridge or anyone falling off of it before. If I did, I'm sure I would remember it. That sounds like a really interesting thing that I would know and be involved in, but no. Now I see how he managed to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. Whoa, what the fuck? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of kake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here, on this freezing cold mountain. Completely isolated in your kitchen. Yeah. Can I see it? No. Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yep. I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross is how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple, and maybe someone's in there. I don't know. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. She's still there? Yeah, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Did they drop some supplies for her at least? Like, oh no, her again. Anyway, the air is really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. Okay, I was just about to bring that up. Like, why don't we get a helicopter? There must be another way across there. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. We should be alright in this cold. Get a catapult. So how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? At that time. Completely localized to this bridge. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy, even though he's lost every case he's done. Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? Of course he is, pal. You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh, looks like I have some competition. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Lightning again? Another bolt of lightning. More lightning. What about the lightning report? We all know about lightning reports. Remember lightning reports in the university? Well, it turns out that they don't extend this far, so we don't know if there was actually lightning around here or not. Original weather report for the night of the crime. There's no stats of whether there actually was lightning, but we know if there was lightning in the city. Oh, I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that lightning struck. What the fuck is... We couldn't confirm whether a broken bridge was broken a day before that the photo is after the photo is taken, but no, we know that there's a lightning struck this bridge at this time. Like, come on. This gate looks quite old, strong enough to resist the weight of time. That's the Mr. Chadworth I know. You got a real flair for words, sir. I have always appreciated this kind of old, timeless elegance. That's exactly how I feel too. That's why I wear this coat. Take the... Take this coat, for example. It's like a fine wine. It gets better with age. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back on your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? As I suspected, psycho locks. February 8, Hazakura Temple, main hall. Ooh, that's new. Sigh. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? So is Gumshoe the Maya for us now? Big improvement. Alright, I suppose, huh? Who is this? Hi, my name is Miles Chadworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. Sigh. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. Ha ha ha. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Wah ho ho ha ho ho ho. Mr. Chadworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under the stack? Beats me. I didn't search anywhere. Would you mind checking that out for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Chadworth. It looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah. What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra important clue. A super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself then. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Note to Iris added to the court record. Found in the moment she dropped it. Salutation here. What? There is something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. What you saw? Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. Ah, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. She kind of looks like she's enjoying that, doesn't she? Like what? Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes, or my shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. No, you've never caught us. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Bad lower back added to the court record. I mean, I don't really... At first I was suspicious of her, because, you know, just usually like the, oh look, I'm so sweet and funny characters end up being kind of like having an evil side. But I'm not really getting a lie kind of vibe from her, and also the Magatama didn't go off, so... Like, but that's not always a surefire thing. So she really did witness that, so, like, it can't be that simple. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the Inner Temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course... Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the Inner Temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she is missing Maya's little sister. Maya has a little... Oh, fuck, Pearl! Did we find her? Oh, you mean little Pearl? That's my face cousin. Little Pearl. I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. But I haven't seen her since late last night. She'd already found... Well, did you tell the police? You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. Wait, did you tell the police? You are the police. Oh shit. Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Shit. Quiet. What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's too bad you weren't the one that disappeared. Oh no, why does she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured. She's a very important visitor, you know, an honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The Fey name is synonymous with the crane channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the crane channeling technique. Detective, I detest talk of supernatural drivel. I suppose now you'll say she has midi-chlorian. Ho ho ho, so it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Chadworth? I can't believe that was a real line. Holy that's got nothing to do with it. Oh, damn. February 8th, Hezekura Temple Courtyard. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, Detective. I'll just have a look around. Why would you remove the body? I need to see it. It looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really Chadworth? There's been a lot of imposters lately. Are you really going to defend that nun Iris at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through my commitment. My word is my bond. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Got to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Okay, so if Godot is Diego, which I mean, like, if it's not, then I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, there's a lot of like counterpart characters to this, or the same character, like Iris and Dahlia, Godot and Diego, and then there was that whole imposter thing with Phoenix Wright and shit. Damn, if only there was a word for some sort of element of a work, like repeating in some way, but I don't know it. Anyway, so we have, like, so this time she's innocent, I'm guessing. So this time it's the same people involved in it, only the defense attorney is now the prosecutor is now the defense attorney, and the guilty party is now the falsely accused. So that's interesting. And Mia's dead. What's this? It looks like a wizard's staff. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Nim. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah? Listen to this, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes. What? I love you. This is the top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. I have a girlfriend. It's Maggie Bird. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? Fucking gumshoe wanted to be a wizard. Add it to the court record. That's it. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon. It sure is. It's called sword, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood. Yeah, it's really obvious, so we didn't even check. It has to be. Yeah, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the sword too. Fingerprints. Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Her fingerprints are on the murder weapon. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. I never knew Wright went through this. No wonder he had to use magical powers. The apparent murder weapon, ooh, apparent, has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. Man, maybe in that picture that we saw, it wasn't actually the sword being pushed in. It was the sword being pulled out. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Doxim. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total... It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. Yeah, you find them all over the place. That's another family member that supposedly went missing and came back. That's another repeated thing. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes. The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. A two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Chadworth. That just happens to be the room that Elisa Naxon was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Elisa's autopsy report adds to the court record. Okay. Now then, Detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. Alright, so this is gonna come back. So someone interrupts them or something on the way? Like, gotta be. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bells for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. No. No, that's wrong. When she got there, Bikini had to take over while she went back to the Hazakura temple. Oh, wait. But... Okay, so she went there and then she went back? Or did Bikini confirm that? I thought Bikini just said she asked her to go. I didn't think she... okay. Interesting. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back. Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you'd ask Bikini yourself in the main hall. The inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Tomorrow's trial. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Well, Godot didn't make it. Chadworth, I would like you to be the defense attorney and the prosecutor. Just go to the different sides of the courtroom when you make your case. Okay, Your Honor, I'll do that. Yeah, I can see why. I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. Nah, he won't. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. Wait, we've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Wait, it's Canadian judge? Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Chadworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Wait, what? February 8th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Mr. Chadworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything, even if you did it. We have a confidentiality agreement. If you tell me you did it, though, I'll probably accidentally slip up in courtroom. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Shit, that was Chadworth. Wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with her fingerprints and came up with nothing. What? Does... Okay, there could be lots of explanations for that. Let's see what it is. I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school, but I've never seen or heard of this person. Okay, maybe I misremembered it. Maybe Chadworth didn't say anything. Maybe someone else. I gotta admit, he's puzzling all right. He just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. He sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, he had a prosecutor's badge, and he just, waves it around saying, this means I'm a prosecutor, I have to be one, and everyone just went along with it. So, yeah, he's pretty good. This is the witness who saw the crime take place out of there in the temple courtyard. I'm pretty sure it's going to be her testimony that'll be key to this case, sir. If you mean she's going to be a witness in the trial tomorrow. Of course. A nun is as trustworthy as you can get. We got this one in the bag, even though another nun is the accused. Oh, I mean, I've always been on your side, Mr. Chadworth. So yeah, this is a pretty tight spot we've gotten ourselves into, huh? Now I understand why Wright is always breaking into a cold sweat. Okay, so it must be the blackmail. Take that! Are you planning to cover Cyberpunk 2077 in a future video? Is that what you're only doing on stream? Sorry if it's a mess bunch. It probably has, but I haven't answered it. Almost certainly there will be a video on Cyberpunk 2077. Yep. Okay, we did this before. That's why I'm skipping over it. All right, and we tried some stuff. It's basically what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your room, because we're trying to find out if she's lying about something. All right, so I'm pretty sure it's the blackmail, right? You are scared of the blackmailer. I I found this in the main hall. It is addressed to you. Ah, that's... Well, Iris? Why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? It was both. Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Chadworth... Yes. I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Epic prank, bro. Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it that would cause me any grief. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. Ah, you mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. What the fuck is going on? After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? Alright, so my working theory right now is that there is a connection between these two, and that gate that we saw that was barred is some sort of secret tunnel that connects these two. But like that would be pretty extreme because it's like a 40-foot drop, right? So it'd have to be really deep to go over there. Maybe it leads to some other sort of bridge over here, a secret bridge or something. I don't know, we'll see. The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. Who are you? But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. How can that be? How can that be? You see, when Phoenix Wright got hit over the head in that tutorial case in 2-1, he actually blacked out for a number of days and had a secret relationship with Iris. And then he gained his memory and forgot all about it. I have a batshit theory, but I'm not gonna say it because if my batshit theory is correct, like I don't think anyone will believe that I came up with it by myself. So I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, where are we going? Everyone's saying say it. No, if I say it and I'm right. Okay, I like my idea that there's like Dahlia's dead and possessed her the whole time, but the fact that the fingerprints and everything and that like she's saying that Wright doesn't know who I am or anything is making me think that's not the case. If anything, I'm thinking that there was some sort of possession going on with her being seen, but she promises that she wasn't there. Something to do with pearls. That's why I was looking at Pearl earlier. I was like when she's missing and then like she was there and all this other shit, like that doesn't match up. But my batshit theory with her is that she's Dahlia's fucking twin, and when they were having a relationship with Phoenix Wright, like they were like swapping out sometimes, and he didn't know that sometimes he was with Iris and sometimes he was with Dahlia. So that's my stupid batshit theory. Hopefully I'm wrong. Heavenly Hall. Whoa, look at all this shit. Not looking at chat. February 8th, Heavenly Hall. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next it's going to be prison, I guess. They'll steal this wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. Oh, he's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that. What did he do, I wonder? Did you blackmail her, like, just, like, taking a shot in the dark to get her down here? Hey, you, about what you just said, I got an objection. What the? Edgy, you dirty rat. Glare, gumshoe, you oaf. Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. What is this festive-looking ornament? It reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Chadworth was bad at something? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have expected that. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You... You want a crane? I can now make a perfect 1/4-inch crane without a single flaw. He's dedicated time to this. He had a flaw, so he had to fix it. You know, Edgy, nothing for nothing, but a 1/4-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Chadworth. Yeah, I showed you. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. You don't know anything, Detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Wow, it's no masterpiece. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw, man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay. I'm actually enjoying this investigation. This is not just because we're Chadworth either, although maybe the novelty is adding to it. This is one of the best investigations so far. I feel like it's moving quite well. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible. Something incredible. Another one? Or is it the same one? Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? The night of the crime. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me with no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step and break the second psycho lock. So where was Larry, and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning strike Dusky Bridge from was here. He was in Heavenly Hall.
Take that!
Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. And that proves that you were there last night. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Chatty. You're in a totally different league from Nick. Whoa, what are you talking about? That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. Yeah, that's what it is. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no, you were really the one scary guy, you know? I believe last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Leon! There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I've got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Okay, gotta be the blackmail note, right? Gotta be. here's your evidence. Shove it up your ass. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey, give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What was the plan? I'm gonna tell everyone your secret. And then she shows up and she's like, okay, what's the secret that you're gonna tell everyone? And he's gonna be like, the secret is that you and I are now dating. And then he gives her finger guns and he's like, yeah, nailed it. This got her interested. And then she just walks out. Like, what was the plan? Like, what do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, first of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation. Well, that's what it said in that book. Letter writing for dummies. You're I was placeholder for put your own salutation and he just wrote I thought it might have been a translation thing, but you're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. Wow, I'm so sorry. Unlock successful. Oh, the night of the crime. So you're here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? So sorry, Chatty. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. So you actually did see the lightning, gulp. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what. You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me that letter. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Uh-oh. Then what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy, Chatty, don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously she wouldn't want... Old Lady Bikini needs to know about her. About her hot and sour bittersweet love affair. That's it. That's what all those huge locks were about. I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. When does Larry die? But Mr. Chadworth, this guy's still hiding something, I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry, what? You're looking for Emmy like a hungry dog that just found the bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? Lightning hitting a bridge. It was fucking awesome. It fucking lit. Literally. You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. Something incredible. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. Well, what doesn't? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night, something more incredible than lightning. Well, what? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Chadworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Again? Whoa, okay. No. What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt lightning? Even Chadworth thinks this is a shitty system. I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. To be continued. Oh, we're done! God damn. February 9, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Day 2 of Maya being stuck in the fucking temple. And no one... we've managed to get a trial going, but we still haven't gotten Maya off a mountain. Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney, so I believe you. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once. I'll do my best to do it. Mr. Chadworth, I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted. Very well, sir. I will go along with this. I leave my defense in your capable hands. Yes, my capable, gigantic hands. February 9, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7. Is he going to be on the left side? Oh, shit. Oh. It's a fucking Canadian judge. Oh, man. I don't know if I can do the Canadian thing the whole time. I was losing it yesterday. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple, eh? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Damn. The defense does indeed appear to be ready, but the prosecutor not so much. Can you do both roles for us then, eh? However, the same cannot be said for the prosecutors in this case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant not guilty. Confetti court! No. The prosecution stands ready. And you are a Francisco von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Lost every case last game, by the way. Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case. You did, then you must be quite a big shot, eh? Chadworth, did you call in Von Karma to stop this from just being over before it started? Like, what? By the way, Mr. Chadworth. Yes, Your Honor. I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before, eh? Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office. There isn't, eh? But I'm sure once before in this courtroom. Ah! I told you, there is no such weakling. Stop being a foolish fool. What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Out of the courtroom, though, where that's alright with me. Bailiff, remove that whip at...
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip. Whoa! Damn! Chadworth's a good one. You don't. The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee, but there is still only they're back. There is still only one truth, and that is what I stand here to prove today. This promises to be interesting, Miles Chadworth. I'd expected to face Phoenix Wright here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Chadworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers. Okay, sorry. Ha ha ha, nothing can slip through my fingers. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. Allow me to add to things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. It's like I'm back in fucking Moncton, I am. Very well. Miss Von Karma, please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible, eh? The murder victim... We're at so many voices now. The prosecution would like to call a surprise witness, right from the heartland. Here she is, talk. Gore, there is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. I'll go along with this, eh? Please bring this witness to the stand. And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Nah. Witness, state your name and occupation, please. Hold on here. I'm not sure about not being sure if I care for this at all. Please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Oh, there you go, you hoser. Standing up nice now. Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone. What's a bikini, eh? I'm from the frozen wasteland of Canada. I don't know what that is. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Oh, the courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave? No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer. Wah ha 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 ha. In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question. That's right. I could still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about... about your own movements that night, eh? The night of the murder. So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple. Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple. That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There was only one problem with this testimony that I could see. It was too long, and you're not about to fall for the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Chadworth? Mr. Chadworth, please begin your cross-examination. What is this inner temple? Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right? We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam. In order to do those strongest spiritual powers required. The voice is so bad. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spend an entire night there to undergo intense training. And how exactly do you help with this process? It is all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor watching them make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip in your case. If that is the case, then why did you return to Hazakura Temple, where the murder took place? Gaze upon my gigantic hands and tell the truth. So you returned to the Hazakura Temple in order to take a bath. My back is to blame for everything. It's a do or to be done in kind of world after all. How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking? My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? This is why you have to watch the young ones. Pathetic, Miles Chadworth. The lowest of the low? Oh no, I'm the other judge now. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench? Yeah, you're learning. Yeah, be nice to fucking Phoenix after this. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all. No, she said that. A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? Well, in this courtroom, judging by literally every case, the witness. The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. Every witness has lied. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. Oh shit, that's a good point, but that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. Lying's pretty bad, eh? She does indeed have honest eyes. Well, all people lie. That is my belief, even though I just said the distinction just a second ago. Why am I the only one being whipped in here? I don't whip Chadworth in public. Then I suppose it's too early to send this crisscross examination. Just adding shit. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct? Of course, that is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wahaha, wahaha, haha. Wait a minute. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung. What? You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just the boxes. It's not a bad feeling at all exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Rhett's face every time he does it. Order! Order in the court, eh? Witness, wah! Sister, this hood. You have spare ones around the temple, do you not? Spares, well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see, a stockpile, eh? A surplus of hoods, eh? Each one is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned. Then this is quite strange. Wah! If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here. Witness, well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. We're all friends here, eh? You must give every detail with precision. I'm not sure what I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple. Not sure how I'm not sure right now about being sure. You say you heard a noise. Thump, just like that. That could only be the sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that. But then, couldn't this noise you've heard been the snow falling to the ground? I never thought of that. Wahaha, wahaha, haha. Ho 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 ho. The next one to laugh gets a whipping. This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant, but some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to. The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw, as clearly as you can. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something that has been bugging me all this time. Please, don't keep us in suspense. Her hood. Her hood! That's right, it's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. Does their outfit have these two things here? Because Pearl's does. Does Maya? I can't remember. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? Urk. Ah, you've dug your own grave, Mouse Chadworth. What do you say, Mr. Chadworth? Is this testimony important? It's fucking important. Heh. Mouse Chadworth, if you want to hang yourself, you need only ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip. My whip! This is very powerful. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only two things I can believe in right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney. Which are non-existent.
Objection!
Impressive logic, that's what I'd like to say, anyway. Oh, please do, my brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? Please, 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 please have her autopsy report be out of date, and we do the updated autopsy report. Please, please. The autopsy report. The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. What? My autopsy report doesn't say that. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Gumfuck not tell you? Your autopsy report is out of date. Allow me to present this updated autopsy report. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree? That is a logical conclusion. Did we search the room? Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Maxim's room? I don't know. We didn't search it. She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Well, no traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found in my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the courtroom, then I'm sure there's no need for me to go over that. Okay, I forgot how I like Von Karma as a character, but the whipping is really annoying. As I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood, eh? Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Oh, that's true, eh? With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. Remember when I had a hockey stick impaled in my thigh? It's not until they took it out that the blood started going all over the ice. They had to bring out that big ice machine to clean it. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please. Remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. Oh man, with the whip. Oh boy. Alright, alright. It was me. Massage please, further details. Would it still stop the blood from coming out if it was like a full, like break through the other side? I guess, yeah, but I think that would cause more bleeding than just one. No, actually, I don't know. I actually have no idea. I guess with gravity, like drawing it down, like if you could somehow stab someone and raise them up above your head, like you're holding them up like a flag, I think more blood would come out than just like a stab from downwards. So going straight through, yeah, I think there would be quite a lot of blood actually. I mean, I don't think it would bleed as much as if the sword is removed, especially with like all of the fucking like parts of it. Like that would be really hard. It would be like when the blade went through Dante at the beginning of Devil May Cry 1. Like all the branches on that sword and shit. Like that would be really hard to get through a person. Like holy shit, man. Oh, this all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Chadworth. Perfection is an impossibility, Francisca Von Karma. I should know. I'm as close to it as possible. And I'm here to teach you just that. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it splattered onto Iris, too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further? Yeah, wait, what? Why aren't we finding this out now? Why are we finding this out now? Going back to your previous statement. You said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding. Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. What did you say, eh? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman getting stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Pulling the sword out. Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out. Witness, you'll add this statement to your testimony. Oh, was that important? Of course it... Smoothly, you say. You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out. Yeah, and then Iris kind of like whipped it behind her, and all the blood that was on the sword just like splash onto the snow. And then she did like a flourish and put it in an invisible fucking sheath at her side. And then she dragged, and then I fainted. But then she probably dragged the corpse over to the statue and then put it back into her body. It wouldn't slide out that easily, would it? Is this the old fucking like sword under the armpit trick? That old chestnut? Yeah, I'm stabbed, look! And then it smoothly out and is like, haha, we put an epic prank on Bikini, there we go. Wait, why are you stabbing me for real now? When I awoke, Mystic Amy was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. That's a weird way of saying that, isn't it? The Mystic Amy, you are referring to the golden statue, correct? Just stabbing someone with the sword, a sacred treasure, is terrible enough, but to then make Mystic Amy hold the blade. Truly a heinous, despicable crime. Who the fuck is Mystic Amy? It is easy to despise something. Anyone can do it. However, there is something that cannot be done so easily. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's doubly hard for you. Anyway, what is the problem? Exactly why would the killer set up this gruesome scene? Can anyone explain the reasoning behind that? No, I don't think I can, eh? Maybe it's some sort of ritual killing. Maybe this is the first one. Maybe this is the first time that the Mystic Amy statue killer has struck. And she'll strike again. There isn't always a logical reason behind why someone acts. Aw man, the Joe call out. Oh shit. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so, but there are too many contradictions here. What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. What contradictions are you talking about? In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean, eh? Please explain explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble? Remember that this is the person that was able to stab her big sister in the back and drag her over to a trunk of a car, get it open with a fucking crowbar or some shit, and then drag the body inside, carry it, and then close it. She's plenty strong. It wasn't a problem last time. It shouldn't be a problem this time. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out as smoothly. Are we gonna bring up that there's no blood up to the hilt? Or that's gotta be brought up, right? You also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in the body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. Yeah, bringing it up. Yeah, I feel like that should have been brought up sooner, but okay. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. Man, it would hurt to get stabbed with that, huh? That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the sword. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. I think for it to be able to slide out smoothly, it wouldn't be able to stop the blood loss. It's either or here. I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction. You've still got more, eh? Holy shit. Talk about sudden death. This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? Ah! If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! Order. Bravo, Mouse Chadworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know can maybe manage one, if that, except for Wright. But what does all this mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer. And that is, it was a decorative stabbing. The weapon used to kill the victim was not the sword. What? What? A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish... A smaller sword was initially used, and that one plugged up the wound, and then she was shoved out, and then that sword was removed, and then she was dragged over, and then the bigger sword was stabbed into the smaller sword hole to cover the smaller sword hole up. That's what happened. And you know what's the sad thing? That's not the first time that's happened in this series. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon? Well, okay, so did you see a different sword and then you're just getting it mixed up with the Mystic Amy thing that you saw at the end? It's because Mystic Amy was holding it. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the sword was the murder weapon. In reality, it was this totally other sword. Order, eh? So maybe the Shiitsu was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Mouse Chadworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. Yeah, that's true, eh? Your response, Mr. Chadworth. So where is it, Von Karma? Prove it. You can't prove it without evidence. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear? Yeah! Oh man, best trial. Everything's just fucking coming up like, here's the logical response to that, and then he says it. Chadworth just the fucking best, man. He's just the fucking best. Yeah, tell him. It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found. That's... Answer the question, Miss Von Karma. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery to throw onto the pile. Huh. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast. Like a moose on the loose. Excuse me, can I say something? You can lead a moose to Tim's, but you can't make it drink a double-double. I just remembered something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there. What exactly are you going on about here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. You what? Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister. Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? Location of the weapon. I saw the murder around 11 p.m. and after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 50 minutes to walk the Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She could drive a snowmobile after all. Maybe she found a fucking big bird and fucking just tied it to its talons and said, "Shoo bird, fly away." This is just making bullshit up. Maybe the sword was made of chocolate and she ate it after she was done. What do you mean? Maybe she went to the fucking river and threw it in there. Maybe it was made of wood and she fucking threw that in the river. Maybe it's a plank of wood on the bridge now. Maybe it's a part of the lightning. Maybe it's under the snow. Who fucking, maybe it was an icicle sword. What do you mean, mate? That solves your pesky little problem, yes. The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Nah, Wright would have found it. He went in the same river. That's how it works. That's how Wright would have found it. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Chadworth, your cross-examination, please. Please disprove this just wild fucking guess on the part of the witness. And then once you do, we'll just move on to the next fucking wild guess. We'll be here all night, we will. Gonna miss Wheel of Fortune. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct? Right, the one who trampled me. It seems she's the type to hold a grudge. There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix Wright, he didn't even have his cell phone on him. He had forgotten it at home, apparently. What a naive boy, as always. Typical fucking Phoenix. I know, right. Typical Phoenix. Oh, yeah, I agree. Typical Phoenix. I don't know why I'm here, but, you know, I agree. Typical Phoenix. Judge is in the background. He lives here. He's sitting there eating some popcorn. This is what he does in his spare time. He has a nest at the top of the courthouse. As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited. That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls. I mean, it'll run, but it might not go anywhere. You know, now you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived. Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time. I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? So, did she see Bikini come in and faint? Because then she has a witness to take care of. But she's like, no, it's fine. I'll get rid of the murder weapon, but I won't get rid of the witness. Like, what? Like, press further. I mean, that's not very Joe Dark of her, is it? Like, if someone sees you kill someone, you have to kill them too. That's how it works. I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, hey? Snowmobiles don't get warm, Chadworth. They're made of snow. That's why they're called snowmobile. What do you mean, Mouse Chadworth? I'm playing too slow crowd here. It takes 50 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking. There's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain? I think that's why the question was asked in the first place, eh? It was about a month ago, when my fear of snowmobiles was first kindled. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch. Crunch. I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything. Anyway, the killer must have used it. I made this. Made it through the weapon in Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out. Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for? Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes. It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile. I have to concede that it is more than enough time for this purely hypothetical answer. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder. You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems. Miles Chadworth. However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks? What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, then returned. If this was the case, naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks on the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back. Ah, you're right. Well, she's a snowmobile expert, you see. She followed the same path back as she took there. Humph, you are forgetting one thing, Miles Chadworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it? The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible. Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction? It's practically halfway across the courtroom. You're an abomination, Chadworth. No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime. Like I said, it was around 11. Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for the Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report! Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Gah! Order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Oh, that was very funny. It's me, audience judge, yes. Good joke, Canadian judge. Oh, thank you, American judge. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, good. I'll see you upstairs in the nest. It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Chadworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct? Ah, no, you've got it all wrong. You got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Gah. Forecast, data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. That is a good point. Very well then, Mr. Chadworth. Where is your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Well, I mean, like I just said, there's no snow on the body, right? So, like there's snow on the statue, but there's no snow on the sword, and there's no snow on the body. It has to be that. Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is completely possible, incredibly easy. If you want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception. And that is the victim herself, Miss Elise Diaxnim. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. Yeah, maybe it had stopped snowing because she was killed, eh? It's a sign. In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be 2 sets of tracks. Wow! Look at this photograph. Order, eh? Just what are you suggesting, Miles Chadworth? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? No, this all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There is only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. Oh, thanks you just busting that out just now. Which can only mean that night, Iris used a snowmobile to get to the inner temple, to go to the inner temple. But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. Well, isn't that just the perfect alibi then? Like, if she's the only one with the key, slam dunk, we're done, right? If she's the only one with the key, and she was left with the snowmobile before the murder took place, and she came back after it was done, we're done. Yeah, let's go. Off to Tim's, let's go. Time to get some potato wedges, the only edible thing on their menu. The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to the Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to the Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. But that isn't possible. Maybe there's 2 snowmobiles, eh? I think we learned all we can from this witness. Yes, I have nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know. But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. Oh, wait, objection, I just remembered one thing. One last thing. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. A witness, huh? Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night? I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that, unless they had something really important to do. Larry. Well, that's a shame. Hold on. Something is coming to me. I know an idiot. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. Really? You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder. I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are 2 things about him that do come to mind, which are that he is an idiot and that he was out on that night. First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Chadworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? It's you, Your Honor. I don't remember being out there at all, but you were. Oh, I guess I have to take the stand then. Substitute judge, I'm tapping you in. Okay. I'm still in my pajamas, is alright. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc de la Duc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. Time to go put some curds on some fries. To be continued. Excuse me, Mr. Chadworth, I'm not really sure what to say. Iris, we only have 20 minutes. That's enough time to drive with a snowmobile to the bridge and back. There are 2 things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help you any way I can. First, about that night, you really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying. Mr. Chadworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hezekiah Temple. Very well. The second thing then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder, sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There's only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Chadworth. Ooh. Okay, so she said she was in her room until the incident occurred, so she used the snowmobile after the incident occurred, so she left her room, right? I think that's it. Iris, I can't tell you about that yet. Yet. Not until her safety is confirmed. Her. The safety of the Acolyte. The Acolyte, huh? She must be talking about Maya. Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Diaxnim? No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. As I thought, no psycholocks. Very well, I will go along with this. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. February 9, 11:36 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 7. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness? During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior. He was sketching something, very intensely. Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained? He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip. I could only presume that his intention was to capture... Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Whoa! Lorista Dinaxnim, I hope you're ready. Get in here. It would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Ouch. Your sketch is in contempt of this court. Hey, I was just artistically something. Ouch. You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct? Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use the technical term for the color, viridian. Larry, this isn't an art store, now is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Why are you trying to buy paint at the courthouse? Why are you at working in the fields? I presume you want to say field work, I hope. That's it, thanks buddy. It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all of your faces to be red when you realize this mistake, bright red, or to use the technical term, crimson lake. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, ouch, ouch, yeah. Just whip everyone but Chadworth. Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man. Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Cross-checking, eh? High-sticking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify now. Wow, this is too much for me.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, Mr. Chadworth? This one single statement is so full of contradictions. For a moment there, I thought I was going to collapse. So, witness, any idea as to where these contradictions in your testimony lie? Depending on your answer, I may stay my whip. Okay, give me a minute. Well, it was snowing that night, so I couldn't possibly have seen the stars. That rundown shack is hardly a lodge, is it? And even if the stars could be seen, it isn't like I was there to look at them, right? See, you can do it if you try. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but... A number of times? How many? Maybe 5 times? I went once every 20 minutes. Which means you spent almost 2 hours at Heavenly Hall that night. You bet. Real love is about waiting with your heart in your hands. Do you have all your toes still? Love, you say? It was this man's intention to summon the defendant to the small shack, using this blackmail letter. Blackmail? No, that was simply a product of overflowing love. Ah! You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey excuse for a whimpering, whining wuss of a witness. Damn, good line. So what did you see? I hope for your sake you saw a snowmobile. I'm the old judge now. You huffy-puffy, loosey-goosey... Shit! So whining wuss of a witness, eh? Is that it? You saw Phoenix? Oh, that is it. Oh, okay. Larry Butts, I can understand why you might want to throw out your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry, but having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could have been considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. Well, you're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as your name pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But what do you want me to do then? Go home and listen to some fucking Brian Adams and pull your fucking socks up. Larry, what you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night, testifying truthfully about this one issue, is all I need from you. Edgy, I think I finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. Let's again then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder? What I saw, part 2, Electric Boogaloo. So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge. Does this mean that you initially had no intention of doing so? Tell my gigantic hand. Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was really cold. I didn't really want to go out there. If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I would like to hear your reasoning. In which case, please give testimony to that effect, witness. My reasoning, okay, reasoning it is. Is it? I thought I'd never get another chance to see something so big burning. That's actually a pretty good reason, actually. I think I would go for that too. So you decided to go and see what was happening. That's right, we're talking about a massive suspension bridge burning into high heaven. That's not something you see every day. A real like, really special. Can we really trust a witness who is unable to pronounce spectacle? Life seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt. Well, my motto is, hit life back as hard as I can. Ah, I'll give you a few hits too if you'd like, with my whip. Which I'm holding. Remember, I have a whip. When I drew my fucking trait out of a hat, Godot got coffee. I got whip! Your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not. What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien, but your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bird. Wait, wasn't he the witness that gave this testimony? Or was it someone else? Oh gosh, it was me that gave that testimony. I was around taking some photos. A lot of heart here, being called in the 5th inning. Here we go. Yeah, it was me. You saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. Pathetic, Clarice. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There is no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at that time. Excuse me. I have an objection. You do? Chatty, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Larissa. Gah! It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that. Around 11 isn't 11! What's your footing there, Miss Francesca von Karma? The slope ahead is slippery, for there is still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means, what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge while it was being consumed by the flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until the flames had died down. I mean, that still looks pretty fucking on fire to me, but okay. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m., but Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth, now. Then, what happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splashback. Order. So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. So fucking what? That doesn't matter. These timelines, they don't matter at all. I hardly see that as much of a problem. Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Yes, witness, why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? Do you have any marshmallows? If you did, please share with the court. Literally, pass them out. But this is Larry we were talking about, and even he is incapable of being so stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. Chatty, I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm the Amy Statue Killer, and this was my first performance, and there's going to be more, and you have to let me out of here, or else Maya will die. I'm the new serial killer in town. I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I may really say it this time, everything. Then say it. Very well, I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth and nothing but. Now, for the 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? And for the sake of curds and gravy, please tell us the truth this time. The missing 15 minutes. I'm the Denaxim. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? You were painting? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out, and then he came running up. Oh. I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Chadworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. Show us the painting. Isn't that easy? You'll regret this, Edgy. So sketching the burning bridge. The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is... Gah! Enough! Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness. Nice. She's just like, yeah. She saw where this was going about, where this is going. Here we go. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Chadworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant the sketch is revealed. The entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. Yep, look at the sketch. Yep, let's go. Larry, I wonder if you could please show us your sketch, please. Well, well. Even I couldn't have imagined it turned out like this. Imagined what? That Larice the Axnum's debut would take place here today, like this. Show it, now! Okay, but steel yourselves. This... Why is there someone on fire? Or, like, what? This is the world of Larice the Axnum. Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Miss Von Karma? Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected. Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. This is going to get ugly. No one has the courage to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry. What? The burning bridge is fine, but what the fuck is that unfortunate looking figure? Ah, you spotted that. I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris. I wish she'd take better care of herself. We have to plan for her future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that? What? Larry, please, answer this next question honestly. Are you on drugs, okay? Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant? She's fucking on fire, bro! Flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames. Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Are you... Hi! The girl, she's really... Are you high? The girl, she's really high up in this picture. Let's get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. How the fuck are you fucking, like, what? Where is it? It's not here? How? We have to explain how there's a flying silhouette of Iris above the fucking, like, that looks like it's on fire. Wait, wait. Mr. Chadworth, I expect you supposed to have a contradiction here. Yeah, what do you mean? Here's the contradiction, Your Honor. People can't fly. Slam fucking dunk. There you go. There's a big clue waiting for me in this cross-examination. This testimony does nothing less than mock the court. But I am sure that there is a vital kernel of truth hidden in its... What the fuck? Wait, hold on. I actually have to... People can't fly. Well, I'm a Denuxan. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing sketching in front of the bridge? I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. I saw... Okay. Alright, she didn't have her hood. That's the slam dunk. Larry, what did you really see that night? Wait, are you saying that you saw someone someone flying with their white hood fluttering the defendant? That's impossible, Larry. Impossible. She gave her white hood to Phoenix earlier that night. It couldn't have been her flying. It must have been someone else flying. That's the fucking contradiction here. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1. That's the truth. That's the truth. If that is truly the case, then there's one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant. What do you mean? I don't understand. A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by an equally foolish, foolhardy fool. It could not have been the defendant flying. She did not have the white hood. How exactly can you make this claim? Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, The individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood. Yeah, I can see it. Correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel is my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris, and my Iris is my darling hood. Wow. It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at on the defense's bench. Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. People can't fly. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. Oh yeah, that too, yeah. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight. I do believe, that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited and discarded straight into the garbage. Ha! Ha 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 ha. What is it now, Witness? It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Chatty, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of your outburst, Witness? I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence. Look, I can fly too. People can fly. Look, I'm gonna levitate. Definitive. Evidence. Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, and I, Larice Denaxnim, shall prove it. I didn't expect to ask this again, but shall we be needing your testimony? Well, we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually reality. Okay, so here's my problem. Here's why I'm getting so irate. At some point, this is going to turn out to be, yes, there was someone flying over the bridge, and we're going to have to prove how they were flying over the bridge. And last time someone flied, they were dangling from a fucking fishing pole with a fucking hat and a coat on, and like, but this time there's no one, there's nothing above this. So like, what the fuck? Like the only thing I can think of is that they were catapulted around, or like something like swung around really really fast and then just like flung over, but then they would fucking die when they landed. Like, what the fuck is this shit? When I reached Dusky Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led to me finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. Why didn't you give this over? I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. A crystal sphere. This one, pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers. There's blood on it, Larry. That sphere, where did you find it? Let me see. Around here somewhere, looks about right. And it was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. Huh, the court accepts this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward. Huh, there's something on it. Oh my, it's ketchup blood. What? Blood? Crystal sphere added to the court record. Found half covered in snow near Dusky Bridge the night of the crime. Has blood on it. Larry. That night, there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal sphere. There was? Who? Who is this stupid idiot? Miss Lisa Naxnam, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim! I have a photo of her here. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere. Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back. Ouch. A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch. They look nothing alike. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff, found at the scene of the crime. Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone. What? I'm kind of sad that we don't have the original judge for this trial. What? Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, no one can fly. She was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Miss Elise Naxnim. A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly. Yes, thank you. Dustin is rejected. Thank you. Yeah, you can't do that. I saw it with my own two eyes. And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring. You honestly believe that? Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it as well, Miles Chadworth. Elise Naxton was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all. But there's blood on it. Do a blood test. Miss Francesca von Karma, the only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. So, therefore, half the courtroom. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case. That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder. Okay, well, that's important, is it not? After the murder. There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent, which is exactly the same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch. What? You mean I'm the killer? No, all joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case. No matter how I look at it, it's not possible. It is certainly strange that the crystal sphere is found near the bridge, or perhaps it is just a curveball from the killer. Well, Miles Chadworth seems to have nothing further to say. Then I'm left with no choice. The court sees no reason. Hold it. What is this? Hey, Chatty, you're a defense attorney, aren't you? If it was Nick standing where you are right now... Oh, how dare you! If it was Nick, do you think he'd give up? No, he'd find the truth no matter what it took, no matter how crazy it seemed. Right. At this moment, I'm standing where you should be, which means there's only one thing to do. Think like you. Alright, let me slam my head against this wall a couple times in order to make me get into the right mindset. Or you to present your evidence, Mr. Chadworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. Oh, it was in the snow! It was in the snow, right? So it had to be. Because of the snow. It was covered in snow. Yeah! Oh, your response, Miss Von Karma. Birds of a feather flock together. Are you familiar with this phrase? Miles Chadworth. I think one such bird is calling for its fellow now. Go, Chatty, do it, prove it, win. His cheering. It's as though I'm listening to... Wait, that's not it! Woo! Is it just the sphere? Found half covered in snow. Is that it? Is it just literally the sphere? This crystal sphere was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been a game over. I really think that the weather report should have worked there. That kind of sucks. The snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly. Snowing. Well, how heavy is the sphere? If there was snow there... it might have just sunk into the snow that was already there. That actually really doesn't prove anything at all. Huh. Snowing. On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah. Therefore, the crystal must have been dropped before the murder. What? Order! On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge. And there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose. What could that have been? This sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. Whoa. The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolishly piece of absolute foolishness. Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma? Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Chadworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That's the same thing. No, it isn't. You said it yourself. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Chadworth. At least the Naxim's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way? I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove that my version of the events is also perfectly plausible. There's only one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. Ah! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could have also been used to carry a body. This is completely unacceptable, Miles Chadworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave. What do you mean? The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin? You're too late, Francesca von Karma. Oh, so she wasn't even dead? She just posed the body? So technically she wasn't lying when she said I didn't kill her? Okay, but why would she do that? Who told her to do that? She's being forced to do it? Alright, that's interesting. No, but she said she was in her room until the incident, and the thing didn't go right? So, well, I don't know. Let's see. You're too late, Francesca von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. What? What? Where was the victim, Elisa Naxton, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally... just what does this image mean? Who gives a fuck? Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it. This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he's enamored. Also, he was my inspiration for learning how to do origami. Do you know how hard it is to learn origami with my gigantic hands? Do you understand the precision involved and the patience, Von Karma? You have no idea. Let me make you a crane right now. Bask in the glory of my gigantic fingers folding this paper. He drew this, so it is actually something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Edgy, thank you. Well, that settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances. Grr. Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Francesca von Karma, you make a wonderful partner. Excuse me. There was one reason, and one alone, for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright. Really? That's what this is all about? You could have just told me from that very beginning. Tag me in, coach! Tag him in! Yeah. Miles Chadworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel. A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame. This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. So is like next trial is like Wright versus Godot? Oh man, Larry's starting to like it. Thumbs up. I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I'm counting on thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution. And with this, the rest is up to you, Right. Grr. Court is now adjourned. Yeah, just had an earthquake. People might be dying. It's collapsed. We need help to the rubble. No, you must stay back. You're just a member of the public, Phoenix. You can't be in here. Fuck off. Stay away. It's too important. People are dying, but no. You must stay back. No, you're not involved in this, Phoenix. What? Oh, that worked?
Now this is anime.
One of the things that impresses me the most about story construction is when writers have the forethought to put details in early that set up, that have payoff way later. You'll love One Piece then? Nah. You could see the coffee